All right. Good morning, Watershed. It is Valentine's Day. I've got a 7-year-old son, and he used to say it was Valentine's with an M, and it was the cutest thing in the world, and I didn't correct him, and someone told him it was Valentine's, and I was really upset. But we are glad that you are here tuning in, and we want to welcome you. Want to hear where you're tuning in from. Maybe you stole away for the weekend somewhere for Valentine's Day, or maybe you are staycationing like we've done all year in our homes. So again, we're glad that you're here, and I want to take a second before we get started and just do a quick little thing. It's going to kind of theme throughout the morning, but we want to kind of introduce the band a little bit. And I want to introduce you to someone who's been in the band. You've probably seen here before, but just share a little bit. So we got Tyler over here singing. Yep. And he's been here through the pandemic, but I don't know, probably the past year off and on a little bit. But we're glad to have you. Ted, a staple on the guitar, rocking the Petty Thieves hat. All the Petty Thieves love right now. And then we've got Courtney, and I want to invite her up. And Courtney's been playing drums for a long time, but here at Watershed for, I don't know, the past 2 years-ish. And when she first started playing drums, we, had, everybody was in the room and everybody's in the building, and she would have her computer here because she was teaching. I think she was a teacher's assistant at that point. Is that right? Preschool teacher. She was getting her master's. Bachelor's, and then after that, you went and got your master's.
No, I'm working on my license now.
Working on her license. It was crazy. It was like nonstop. I was like, oh my gosh. And like, there was like one night a week that you weren't doing schoolwork and all this stuff. Anyways, super dedicated, has been here the whole time. But I want to invite Courtney up a little bit. And teachers, we love you. We love you so much. And we know that this past year has been incredibly difficult. Not just teachers, bus drivers and cafe workers and administrators and all of that. And we know that it's been difficult. And so we, on Valentine's Day, we've got a little bit of a gift that we're going to give you. I'm going to show you. Let's see if we can zoom in on this guy, maybe. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Valentine's Day Love Bug. And we're going to be talking more about it throughout the service. But kids, there's going to be an opportunity for our kids to join Blair and all the greenhouse team in making a craft. But it's really just to say that we love you teachers. And so before we keep going, I want to ask you a couple of questions. And maybe you can kind of speak for our community. And teachers, we hope that you're seen in all of this. Again, we know it's hard. We know that it's not necessarily going to get any easier in the next few weeks in CMS. I know that kids are going to be coming back to school, and that presents its own level of things that you're going to have to figure out and ways that you're going to have to re-engage. But in the pandemic, what has been like the hardest thing with like virtual teaching?
So I would say the hardest thing is just that you never feel like you're doing enough. Like even though you're trying your hardest, and whether you're a first-year teacher or you're a 20-year teacher, like everybody feels like there's just nothing, like they're just not doing enough. They're not reaching the kids enough just because it's online, especially with kindergarten, you're trying to teach them how to read and you can't work with them individually. You have 21 kids on the screen at one time. So it's just like no matter what you do, it's just like you feel like you're just not reaching them to the point, as if they were in person. So that's the most challenging part.
Yeah, absolutely. I bet. And I can't imagine training and doing all of your work to do it a certain way and then having that way kind of ripped from you a little bit. And then what are you looking forward to with kids coming back in the next few weeks?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to having them just with me, like having them in circle time, even though they're, spaced out 6 feet apart, that they can sing with me. And, I can see that they're smiling with their raised eyebrows, just a little bit of interaction. And just the fact that I could pull a child aside and be like, hey, let's work on your reading. Let's work on your letters. I'm really excited to be able to do that and feel like I'm making a difference. And I am making a difference, but it's just so hard to gauge it this year. But I'm excited for that part.
That's awesome. Well, we want to thank you, one, for all the work that you do for kids in this community and for playing drums. And so here is your love bug.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah. And teachers, you know, if you're on the stream, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to know kind of how things are going for you, and we'd love to kind of connect with you and be able to share this gift with you this week. Again, everybody, we want to thank you for being here, and excited about these next few moments, and hope that this morning, even though it's rainy and cold and all of that, that this morning can be a deep breath for you.